Hey yo YouTube, want to give a quick rundown on the steering wheel control situation for Pumpkin. I know I was on YouTube for hours trying to figure out um, what I needed to do to get the steering wheel controls to work inside of my 2000 Buick Regal, in which I decided to install a Pumpkin in because I ended up going with a joyous um, 10.1-inch screen DVD player from the same people who create Joying. Um, that radio is extremely special. It's a 5.1 Lollipop. Um, I'll do a video on that later, but first I want to help a few people out regarding this steering wheel installation. It's fairly simple once you figure out where your steering wheel control is, wire is. On a 2000 Buick Regal LS, it is going to be pin 6. That is going to be this blue wire here, in which I cut to connect the wire from this product here. It's an 8-axis. Let me see. It's an Access ASW1C or ASWC1. Excuse me. This thing is wonderful. There was only, out of all of these wires here, I only ended up having to use maybe, let me see, 1, 2, 3. This yellow and green wire is the wire that will plug to your actual steering wheel control. Once you locate it in your vehicle, there's one steering wheel control, and it plugs to that. You have your power, which you'll plug to an ACC, which turns the actual unit on once the key is turned. Then on the back of these joining radios, which if you have a joining radio, you've probably seen these. You have key 1 and key 2, which is here. This will be key 1, 5 volt. The 5 volt is the resistance inside of this here wire, because that's actually what your steering wheel controls are looking for, a 5 volt resistance. And here's key 2, same 5 volt resistance. Now because these wires don't have any auxiliary, because these radios don't have any auxiliary plugs on them, to where you can actually plug this in. This here is an adapter that comes with the ASWC1. What you do with this is pretty much just 2 wires here on the back of it. On the back of this here adapter, this wire here runs to that ASWC1, which plugs in to the adapter, allowing the ASWC1 to communicate with your radio. These 2 wires here are the wires that's going to connect to key 1 and key 2. Doesn't matter which one you connect it to, it doesn't matter which way. All it is resistance that your keys are looking for in order to work with the actual stereo. I'm going to turn the car on. I've already programmed the buttons, but I'll go back through the process just to give you guys just a idea of how this is done, how it's programmed. I've already programmed this to the car. The instructions that come with it tells you exactly what to do. It's pretty simple. You turn the key. This will do a series of lights between red and green. It'll flick real fast if it's trying to figure out your car and your radio. Once it is done that, it'll blink 7 times. Mine went solid red, and then eventually it just cut off. After that, I went on ahead to the radio, to settings. Let's see, I went to settings. First, let me show you that it actually does work. I'm gonna hit volume up. You see that turns it up and down. Source changes it. I'm doing this from the actual steering wheel. I can also seek, say if I had something in I can turn mute on and off. I set that up. This is the way you do it. You go into settings, of course. If I can get into it. Oh, I got a bag out. Sorry about that. Okay, click on the 3 button up here at the top. Go down to settings. And you scroll all the way down till you see steering wheel controls. Steering wheel keys. Click on that. And as you can see, all of these buttons are the buttons that I actually have set. What you would do is you'll hit on reset. It'll say reset. I guess I can actually show you guys how to do this. Okay, click on reset. Reset is a total success. There you go. Now, to program the keys, you'll click on which key you want to program. I want to program volume up. I'll click on volume up. It's searching. Go over to the steering wheel control. Click on volume up. Go back to the radio. You see it set. Go over to volume down. That's what I want to set next. I'll click on that. Go over to the steering wheel. Volume down. You see it set. Now for mode, click on mode. I'll make that source. It's set. Now for seeking back and forth, fourth will be up. Seek for me. Click on that. Hit seek up. There it is. Same with seek back. I'm gonna go down. Seek down. Now, I think that's all the steering wheel. I'm pretty sure that's all the steering wheel controls that I can actually have inside of the Buick, the Buick Regal, the 2000 Buick Regal. It's pretty simple. You have to hit save afterwards. If you don't, it will not save. Save success. You can go back to home and you can test to make sure everything is working properly. What you can see, I'm hitting volume up and it's going up. Hit it down to go down. Once again, it's called Access, AXXE SS. They also have a website that you can go to that gives you, I mean, they pretty much tell you exactly how to do it. It's very simple and it works in almost any car. Their website also tells you exactly which cars this will work in. So you go to their website, which I cannot seem to find. I bought this off of eBay, by the way, for I don't know, about 30-40 bucks. Just make sure you get the one for your vehicle. I'm looking for, okay, the internet, where you would look them up on the internet is AXXESS interface interface.com. I mean, this thing is just made it so much easier, so much smoother, as far as, you know, hooking steering wheel controls up in the car, and they actually work. Like or subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll get back with you at my earliest convenience. I try to get back with people, you know, pretty quickly, because I know how it can be when you're trying to, you know, get something installed in your car. You want it done right away, so you want answers right away. I'm here to help any way that I can. Hit me up. Peace.